Hi, I've had a few homework questions. One of the questions that I had was on problem number 3. So we're going to walk through that one. So it says for each direct variation, so remember that just means that your line is going to go through 0, 0, which means that we are using a format for the line, just y equals mx. It says find the constant of variation. That means find basically your slope. And then find the value of y when x equals 3. So after you find your slope, you'll have an equation, and then we're going to plug it in. So because they give us some values, we can find the slope right away, because remember it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Change in y's over change in x's. So this is negative 3/8 minus 0 over negative 2/3 minus 0. So I have negative 3/8 divided by negative 2/3. A negative divided by negative really means that I have a positive 3/8 divided by a positive 2/3. And then from our fraction review, we know that you can have 3/8 and you can multiply by the reciprocal. So if you multiply by the reciprocal, you would flip that to become 3/2, and you get 9 over 16. And then you think about, can I reduce that or not? And I can't. So my direct variation equation is y equals 9 over 16x. So again, it said find the constant variation. We did that. So when you check your solutions, it's going to show you this. But the reason that we had to write the equation is because now it says find the value of y when x equals 3. So if you're going to find the value of y when x equals 3, you're just going to use substitution, and you're going to plug in 3. Remember that this is really the same as writing 9 over 16 times 3 over 1. And so you can do 9 times 3, which is 27, and 16 times 1, which is 16. You could try to reduce, but 3, nope, nothing else. So this would be the second part of my answer, finding the value of y. So here is my constant of variation, and here is my value for y. Okay, so that was one homework question that students asked. Another question that was asked was problem 13. So I'm going to slide this down. So it says, for each function, determine whether y varies directly as x. So we're just trying to figure out if it's a direct variation, and then if so, find the constant of variation. So again, if it works, then we're going to find the slope, and then we're going to write the equation. And since it's direct variation, we know that it's just this because it goes through the point 0, 0, the origin. Okay, so some of us can look at the table and figure out right away if it's direct variation, but I'd like to just show you how you can check it yourself. So if you're trying to find the constant of variation, the slope, you can do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you would have negative 3 minus 0 over negative 1 minus 0. You're always going to use the origin. So negative 3 over negative 1, and you get a positive 3. If you do this again now for the next point, which would be 3 minus 0 over 1 minus 0, you again get 3 over 1, or 3. And if you do it for the third point, always using the origin, 9 minus 0 over 3 minus 0, you get 9 over 3, which again is 3. Since all of my slopes, when I use the origin, are the same, that means that my, again, constant of variation is 3. And since they're all the same, we definitely know that, yes, it varies directly. So then my equation for 13 would be y equals 3x. Remember, if you have any other homework questions, please email me at any time.